Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are here for Blue Exorcist Season 3, Episode 6. So, hopefully this recording goes on without a hitch. I do have a sick family member in the house that I may need to help if the case arises. Hopefully it'll either be near the end of an episode where I can wait to finish, or hopefully I don't have to get up in the middle, right? If it's in the discussion, I can just edit it out and finish my discussion later. But I think I should be good. Either way, last episode, I was filled in by you guys in the comments. Thank you so much for that, by the way. That Mike and Uke are the two familiars that Izumo summons, right? And Mike is the one that was summoned into the doll. So, cleared that up. I should have remembered as soon as I read the comment and saw Mike and Uke, like, for some reason, seeing those two names together, it like clicked in my head, but for some reason hearing them separate, right, just hearing Mike, like, I for some reason it just didn't like click in my mind. So it's something I should have known. I just rewatched the show. I watch a lot of shows, guys. I have a lot of names up in my head with all the different shows that I'm watching. Sometimes I take the liberty of being like, I don't need to remember that one, you know. And then turns out I did. I took that liberty with Mike and Uke. I wasn't like, oh yeah, write that down, make sure I remember it, reread it every now and then, and, you know, and yeah, mess that up. I guess I also messed up Izumo's name last time too, because she's Izumo Kamiki, so I should have known that she wasn't Tsukumoko, right? I believe. Shoot, I'm gonna mess it up. Tsukomo. But yeah, so anyway. We started learning a bit about her past. We saw her mother being all messed up. She's going to be the host for some demon. She was being groomed for that purpose, but she doesn't have to reach the rank that she needed to before because they can scientifically do it sooner. So, I theorize that she's trying to protect Tsukomo from sharing or being taken instead of her, right? Like, she's doing it so her little sister doesn't end up having to do it when she gets older. So, well, I'm sure we're going to learn more about that and everything here once we start. So let's just get it going, shall we? All right, we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. It turns out, guys, that actually having your cursor on the play button when you're going to start the episode is a good idea. Because I did not. I had to redo. Don't worry. We are synced. I had to redo my count. But I cut out my failures. The perks of YouTube. We got a couple looks from Shima last episode that really made me feel like he is maybe deep cover. Like, maybe he could tell that these guys are up to something bad when, Toto approached him, right? And recruited him into the organization that they're a part of. I think he sensed it was something bad and was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna take the liberty of infiltrating in this very moment. Or maybe someone told him to, right? Maybe he went to, like, Mephisto or something, right? And told Mephisto, hey, this happened. And Mephisto's like, just go with it. Okay. So, priestesses of a shrine. Is this the mom? Tamamo, right? This is the mother's name. Oh, okay. So she had a knack for summoning them too. They're bipedal as well, which hers are not, right? Or maybe they just don't go bipedal when they're fighting. Well, that sounds terrifying. What? Nine-tailed fox? Okay. Are they trying to weaponize the Ninetales then? Okay, so she doesn't seem as bad as what was shown in the last episode. Hmm. Either she's very tired or does not like these kids. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so school is rough for her, I'm assuming. Man, she's had one with her since she was very young. Oh, they can't see the demons, that's right. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, if you're ridiculed most of your life, you're gonna hate people, right? I see. Mike, Uke, and Mike. He said he's like the eighth one, so maybe the eighth that he's talking about is the eighth Mike. So the ones that are bipedal with the mom was also named Mike, but it was like one maybe farther up the line. Maybe like the fourth one, or the first. Oh, these fucks. Wow, they're just out in the open with it. Someone who can, yeah. Shit. Going to kids to fish information. Smart kid. It's gotta be tempting having someone you can relate to that isn't just a direct family member. Maria. That was her name, right? So the mom's hair color changed too, maybe through all the stuff that happened to her. Mmm. That's like part of the Illuminati, probably. This is the guy she likes. Yep. Damn. Jesus. Oh no. Unhinged. Okay, this is the turn. The mom is gonna blame the kids because the father doesn't like her as much. Yo. She blames her kid. Wow. She's so obsessed with the guy that she blames the kids for this shit. I would toss that man aside. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. We are getting a whole Izumo backstory, huh? I'm fine with it. It's great. I mean, sad, but... Oh, shit. Did she kill him? Oh, God. Oh, her hair color. So is she possessed by the Nine Tails? Fingernails. Jeez. That's gotta be terrifying. It's got the tails, right? Pretty sure I saw them. No wonder she can't trust anyone. Or put her faith in anyone, whatever the title was. Jeez. What is that from? Like, it's not from her, right? Is she, like, eating someone? Jesus. Oh, shit. Protect the girl! Yes! Assimilated completely. God damn. Was she then taken by the Illuminati after this? I mean, maybe we'll find out. That sucks, man. And then she calls the Illuminati for help and gets manipulated even more. Uh-oh. God, it's so fucked up because Maria seems nice, but she's being indoctrinated, right? I said that really weirdly, sorry. Like, they're being nice to them just to manipulate and use them. Yeah. Yeah, they're not trying to save the mother. Jesus. Well, Shima said we're gonna have to kill people. Alright, let's do it. Gadoa needs to die. Okay, so we're back to the present 10 days after being captured, right? Yeah. Wait, no. Or is she young at this point still? Yeah, she's still young at this point. Okay, never mind. I wasn't sure which captured it was. Oh, she didn't know? Oh, wow. So she didn't know. Doesn't seem like it. Unless this is part of the ploy. I feel like he's about to be killed, though. We haven't seen her in the present. Alright, what do you do? Well, shit. Okay, seems like she's genuine. Hmm. Should have just got out of here when you got the chance. This fucking idiot's mouth. Ugh. Well. Jesus. Wow, she heard a lot before. She knew about the Illuminati as a kid. She knew about Lucifer. It's crazy how much Izumo knew. Unless she forgot. Is that what Elixir 1021 does? Oh, okay. No, they're experimenting on immortality drugs. I hope we kill this man. I have a feeling he's gonna do it anyway. Oh, is that his fat-ass belly that we have on the left side of the screen? I think it is. Yep. I figured. Well, this is fucked up. At least she died quick. Jesus. Yep. They use the sister for a bit. I mean, I have a feeling they would have done this anyway, right? Good. I agree. Wow. That was a heavy-ass episode. Jesus. Well, damn. Yeah, I mean, so she blames herself because she called Maria, right? That's why. She put her trust in Maria, who brought them there. Even Maria didn't know how bad the Illuminati was. It's interesting that Maria knew the oath, right? Like, I wonder what you think of when you hear that oath. Because, I mean, in it, they say create a world where there's no demons or humans. Like, Lucifer's plan is to return the world to nothingness, right? So their oath literally means kill everybody that exists, right? Every living thing that exists, seemingly. But maybe they thought of it as a different way. Maybe when they heard the oath, or maybe they were told it a different way. They were told, like, oh, the, like, no humans nor demons, like, we're not going to discriminate against the two, right? Like, everyone's going to be one being, right? Like, we had part of the show they mentioned, I think it might have been in season 2, they said, like, are you a demon, when one of the things, like, approached them? Hold on. That is it for episode 6. So I had to end it real fast. I think it was in season 2, they said, like, are you a demon? And the demon was like, yes, I guess that's what you call us, right? So it's almost like the, you know, it's like this war that's been between demons and humans, where humans make demons out to be the bad guys, but if you think about it, it could be that the demons think of the humans as the bad guys, right? So maybe the Illuminati's mission, or what they tried to make their believers believe, is that they're trying to unite everyone in peace and harmony, you know, like humans and demons. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it just seems weird that Maria would follow an organization like that in the first place and then be surprised when they turn out to be evil. It's like, well, we were planning on killing everyone anyway. You didn't think we'd be doing fucked up shit along the way to do it, you know? And then their leader being someone named Lucifer, I would think twice, assuming that there's enough lore in this world for, I don't know if Lucifer is a name that is feared in this world, right? Like, obviously, if you say Lucifer in our world, you're like, oh, that's, you know, a fallen angel, you know, Satan himself, you know? Like, depends on, like, which doctrine and everything, but Lucifer is just, like, a no-no. Like, if someone told me that I was, like, joining a, well, plus the Illuminati already has a reputation in our world as well, so it's like, that doesn't help either. If someone came up to you and said, hey, would you like to join the Illuminati led by Lord Lucifer himself? I'd be like, nah, I'm good. but yeah, like, I don't know. But overall, it's just sad because, you know, Tamamo let her love for this guy leave like a distaste for her children in her mouth, and that's just bad, you know? Like, she basically chose Soji over the kids, essentially. And that, or maybe not, but maybe, like, what I think really happened was, I don't think she chose Soji over the kids, but I think there was just something in the back of her mind that was eating away at her, and, you know, like, it's one of those things where you just kind of think to yourself a little bit, where you're like, you know, you still treat your kids good. I mean, I guess she didn't, though. She blew up at the kids. I don't know. Because I do understand the idea of, like, I've loved family members and been annoyed with them, too. You know, you can do both. And usually you just, like, usually I just bury down the annoyance, because typically it's a temporary thing, right? Like, maybe there's a family member that's just, like, bugged me for something, like, way too many times recently, and it's like, okay, now you're just taking advantage, right? And, like, sometimes I feel that way, but usually I just bottle it, and it doesn't mean I love that family member any less, right? But, yeah, I think it might have been a situation like that. Granted, she did have that blow-up moment. Maybe some people aren't as good at bottling it, but I do still think she loved her children. And I think that's what was, I mean, obviously that was what was so, like, conflicting with her, and that's probably what let her mind and body be taken over by the Nine Tails, is that weakness. You probably need, like, mental strength and stuff. Like, we've seen before in the show where, like, I'm gonna butcher his name. What's his name? Shoot. I don't think I wrote it down either, did I? I didn't. Damn. I knew it, too. See, the problem is I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen now, so I almost wanted to say it was Miwa, but now there's a character in Jujutsu Kaisen that's called Miwa, and now I'm thinking I'm wrong. It's the kid, like the bald kid with glasses, or a very short-haired kid with glasses. He might not be bald. His last name starts with a K, I think, or something like Kono. I'm gonna butcher it. But anyways, you guys probably know who I'm talking about. I apologize for not being able to remember his name. But he had a moment where he felt his mind was like in chaos, like, and he was manipulated by a demon. Even someone who can see demons and is an exorcist and knows what they're capable of and knows how to fight them and know what they do was still taken over, right? So it's like, you know, it makes sense that that's kind of what happened. So don't get me wrong, the mother did mess up by not just prioritizing her kids 100%. You know, like, realistically, she probably shouldn't have even had a second thought. She should have ditched the husband, or not the husband, they weren't even married, right? It was just a guy she liked and had kids with, right? Because they said illegitimate children. I believe they used those words. So and she also talked about marrying him eventually. So yeah, like, basically she had this boyfriend that she just really liked almost more than her children. That was enough to break her mind to the point where the Nine Tails was able to take over. So pretty shitty. And then obviously the mistake of calling, like, obviously it was a mistake to call the Illuminati, but like I said, as soon as the Illuminati caught wind of this, assuming that the Knights of the True Cross didn't get here first, right? Then it, like, because I guess if the Knights of the True Cross got here first, then maybe she would have been taken care of in a better manner. Obviously, the mother might have died. Like, they might have been right. It's very possible, but it's very possible that it was because there's nothing that could be done for her, right? There's no saving her. So it's either we kill her and put her out of her misery, or the Illuminati just tortures her for all eternity until she can't take it anymore and you can take over for her. Right? Like, I definitely think the Illuminati was the bad call. It would have been better to go to Knights of the True Cross. Obviously, I'm sure she realizes that now. But yeah, so, I mean, I can understand why she blames herself. I really can. I would too. I really would. Even though she was a kid, she was just trying to get help. She was manipulated by an evil organization, had a nice person talk to her, someone that she could relate to, you know, used a lot of the talking points that would get her to call her back, and honestly, I don't blame her. I probably would have done that too, you know? I would have probably called the one person that was nice to me in this world, other than my family, right, for help. And it just sucks that she was manipulated in that. And Maria was manipulated too, right? So, but goddamn. Yeah, I do know, I hope I didn't misunderstand the comment, because I did have a comment talking a little bit about, like, the 8th line and everything, but it does seem like there's, like, multiple Mikes, of course, so it must be that, like, that's probably why he introduced himself the way that he did, you know? It makes a lot more sense now when he's like, I'm Mike 8th, like, rank 8th or whatever, is because there might be 7 other Mikes ahead of him and maybe 16 more behind him, who knows how many, right? So, but yeah, I think I understand all that a bit better too now. So, well, they did a good job setting up this little mini villain of Godowin, right? Like, I'm ready for him to be defeated. I want them to kill him, but I know there are kids, and I know we probably shouldn't have our kids killing people. But I want this man to not exist anymore. But hopefully, they most likely will capture him, and he will be locked up and questioned for the rest of his life, I hope. And let him be as miserable as he's created misery for others. I mean, who knows? Maybe one of his experiments, maybe during this attack, the Nine Tails will break out or something. Although she's very weak in, like, a wheelchair and stuff, so I don't even know if, like, the Nine Tails has the power to fight anymore. But if it does, hopefully that will kill Godowin for us. So that way, our children can still be pure, and this fuck can be dragged down to hell, right? But, or maybe I should say, dragged to, shit. God damn it, I suck. I really suck. How can I not think of it? Well, I tried to make a joke. Because we have Ashia, right, which is the world that the humans live in, and then there's something. I can't remember the other world name that the demons are from and stuff. It starts with a G. Man, that sucks. Well, I tried to make a joke calling it that instead of calling it hell, but I messed up. I couldn't remember that one kid's name. I still can't remember it. I couldn't remember the world name. I'm trying to remember like Ashia and I'm trying to like use keywords in my mind to like try to think of it, right? It's like we're gonna open a portal to this place, right? That's what they like were saying in some parts of like previous seasons and stuff, or even in this season, right? They found like the Illuminati's like gateway to I don't know. It's gone. I'll remember it eventually. I don't think I wrote that one down either, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, all the important things I didn't write down. Well, I probably wrote down a lot of important things as well, but they're just not things that I forgot because I don't do well with just like reading and memorizing, right, things. I do better when I write down. Like the funny thing is I take notes, but the act of me taking the notes helps me remember those things, and I almost don't even have to refer to them back, and usually in the next week I don't even really have to like read them or anything. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I definitely do. But a lot of the times when I write something down, that's how I remember it. Which is why sometimes my memory is so bad when I'm just like reading lines and lines of subtitles, is because my like comprehension, like I'm comprehending what I'm reading, but I'm not memorizing what I'm reading, if that makes sense, right? And obviously there's some things that I do remember, it's just not everything. So I keep wanting to say like Ganesha, but I know that's not. That's like a god, like an elephant god or something, isn't it? From like Greek, or I don't think it's Greek. It's definitely not Greek. It's like I don't know. I don't know which one Ganesha is from. Shoot. Well, it's gonna bug me, so I'm gonna look it up real fast before I end the video. Um, Hell in Blue Exorcist. I don't even know if that will come up. That's kind of a bad Google search. Gehenna. There we go. Ruler, yeah, Satan, ruler of Gehenna, and then Asya. I was Ganesha, Gehenna. I was kind of close. I knew it started with a G. But anyway, maybe I should write that down and it'll help me remember it. Gehenna. Okay. Anyway, yeah, this was an episode. Like, I felt so bad for them. It was like I thought. I did have that theory where as soon as we saw the sister last episode, I was like, okay, that's her motivation for doing this, right? She wants to protect the sister from whatever they're trying to use her for. They could probably use the sister too. So, you know, she does it in order to protect her. Makes perfect sense, and that's what it was. And I'm happy that's what it was, and they didn't try to subvert our expectations. And you know, that's not something where I need it to be. Like, if they're gonna show the sister that early, or not that early, but in the episode before, they don't need to do like a whole like switcheroo on me and be like, oh no, she just wanted to and she's evil, you know, she doesn't care about her sister, her sister's already dead, and like make me like lose all my confidence in that. Like, try to like, you know, sometimes shows will do that where they'll give you a little hint and then it's just a red herring, and then they'll throw you a, you know, big curveball. So I'm glad they didn't do that. It is what it is, and I'm glad that's the way it went. So I hate wasted hints like that. I'm not the biggest fan of red herrings unless they're done really well. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. You know, this was a tough one. I'm sure my reaction wasn't very enthusiastic other than being like, this is messed up, right? Because it wasn't anything exciting and to get like all hyped about, right? It was all sadness. So, but I'm looking forward to the moment when Godot gets his face punched in. So we'll see that soon, hopefully. Thank you guys so much. Check out my Patreon if you want to. No. No. There's not early access for this show. I almost said for 2 episodes ahead. But for my other shows, there's 2 episodes ahead on the early access tier. This one, I watch it as it airs, so it is what it is. There's also Patreon shows on there. Check that out. All kinds of good stuff. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.